Hello, my spooky friends.
My name is Cassie,
And I'm Caitlin.
and welcome into I'd Survive.
Wow, oh wow, we have so much to talk about in the intro today that I'm a little overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Like, so much, not just horror-wise, but obviously we just hung out for like 4 days.
Yeah.
So
We got to hang out in person again. We went to TwitchCon or whatever, got to meet some people. I am so tired. I'm going to try to not sound tired, but I do have to put it out there. I'm so tired. I'm so sorry if you can hear it in my voice, but it's not even like we just got in. Like I had a whole day yesterday to reset. I literally just let myself reset after getting back home from San Diego, and I'm still sitting here like, hey guys, what's up?
that is, listen, it was a very like hectic weekend just being around so many people.
Yeah.
Just for days straight and walking a lot, and it was just very overwhelming. It was very fun, but it was very overwhelming, and then of course there's a time difference. So yeah, we're a little bit wiped, but like we're also very excited to be here.
Yeah, it's still October. We still need to be in the Halloween spirit. No, I need to. I've not watched any Halloween. Well, you know why? I was going to say I've not watched any Halloween movies. It's because with all of my free time, I shouldn't be saying this right now because I still don't know if it's something I'm going to be able to pull off. But I'm watching every single Disney Channel Halloween special.
How are you doing?
I would say I'm like 20% done.
Oh my god.
Which is not awful, but considering I have like a week to finish that and like make the PowerPoint for the video and film the video and like organize everything, like I am in a spot and I'm okay.
Yeah. No, this girl's ambition is actually horrifying. Like everybody who watches Cassie's streams or my streams knows, because like I'm always just like, yeah, I don't get it. I don't know how her brain works. Like it's actually insane. Also, while we were at TwitchCon, they did have a Resident Evil escape room, as they liked to call it. Horror experience is a much better word. I don't even know if horror is like it was not very good. Like let's be so real. We were all so hyped for this, and then it was bad. We went in with flashlights. They're like, find 4 numbers and unlock the box. And it was just like, we waited so long. It was in a bathroom.
I was like freaking the hell out, you guys. Like I literally had to walk away and be by myself for a second because I was getting a stomach ache because I was like, oh my God, I don't do stuff like this. Like I don't do haunted houses. I don't do in-person horror. It's not my thing. And I made myself sick over this stupid ass like haunted experience. And then I went in there and I was like, oh, I literally did not need to freak out. This is nothing.
Yeah. There was like one actor in there who like jump scared and then just yelled at you for the rest of the time.
Yeah.
But that was about it. Also, don't know what made it Resident Evil, but maybe we'll find out when the new game comes out. Maybe there's a sequence where you go into a bathroom with a UV light and
maybe
look for numbers, you know?
It's a whole feature. Like it's all about the blue light flashlight. Yes. And then we'll be like, oh,
I get it. Yeah, there was also another haunted experience that I did go through. I, for the life of me, can't remember what it was based on. It was a video game, like a samurai style video game. Very famous game. Don't know what it's called. That one was really fun. There was like an actor in there and he was guiding us through this tour, and then a monster came out and like slayed him, and then we were left to our own defense. It was actually really fun. But it was a lot scarier.
Yeah, that sounds like I'm happy I wasn't there for that. I was off like sitting outside just like needing a moment to breathe because I'm dramatic as hell when I'm around like groups of people that are more than one person. So it just happened to work out that way where I was like off with my boyfriend taking a breather, and then they did that, and when I heard about it I was just like so happy you guys did that, and I didn't have to be like oh, I don't know. Like I didn't have to be like that one person who's like a wimp.
Other than that was the scary part. Well, that was the scary parts of TwitchCon. I mean, you know, the whole experience was a little scary in some ways, but those were like the actual haunted experiences that we had. from TwitchCon. While I was in California, I also want to bring up a coffee shop that I went to.
Yes.
It was called Roast the Dead Coffee, and it was somewhere north of Temecula. I was with my friend. She was driving. I don't know. But it was basically like a horror-themed coffee shop that is like year-round. Just like there's horror displays up and like all of these figures, like Freddy's in there, Jason was in there, Michael Myers was in there, and all of their coffees and stuff are horror themed. So that was such a highlight of my trip. It was so fun.
Yeah, that looks so cool. Like when you see something online and it looks cool, you know, I'm like, oh, I wish I was there in person. I'd be eating this up.
Mm-hmm.
I actually watched a horror movie last night.
What? Oh, wait. Yeah, you did.
I did. It was not good. So if anyone wants to watch a not good horror movie, well, you might like it. It's called Chopping Mall from the 80s. I forget what year. It's like an 80s movie. And I really, really just wanted to, I watched it because I was like, maybe this will work for my next episode. And I wanted an 80s movie because I'm finding out that they're some of my favorite stories to tell because they're so silly. This one involved robots.
Okay, yes. Yeah. I was thinking, I thought that was this one.
I thought it could be fun because I was like, we have not done a proper, I mean, companion you can argue is like robot kind of, but it's a whole separate thing. Like I was like, ooh, it's just classic robot horror. That could be fun. I personally did not have fun, but I think it's actually rated like on Letterboxd. I think it is at like a 2.9, which is pretty good.
That
you
is
know, for that type of horror movie. So maybe I'm just missing something and it's not my thing.
I've watched a lot of films as of late, but I don't remember what we talked about. I think we talked about Coraline and the Exorcist already, right? In the last episode?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So done. So no, I watched Prom Night I and Prom Night II because I was in California with my friend Carly, and she also loves horror, and sometimes we just sit down and we watch horror movies. So we watched Prom Night I, which is a movie with Jamie Lee Curtis, and I mean, it's a movie. That's about all I have on that. And then we were like, well, of course we got to watch Prom Night 2, which is, of course, today's episode. But I don't want you to panic to anyone who's hearing 2 and going, what? You didn't cover the first one. They're not actually connected in literally any way, shape, or form. Essentially, this film was created and it was supposed to be called The Haunting of Hamilton High. But the title was changed to capitalize on the success of Prom Night I.
So insane that they were able to get away with that.
Yeah. I think that like that is so annoying. Apparently like afterward they were like, yeah, the 2 movies take place at the same high school, but like that doesn't count. There's literally no connection between these films. So you do not need to have seen the first one.
I think I'm just going to actually go to California and I'm going to record like an hour and a half of where they filmed Sunnydale High for Buffy, and I'm going to post on the internet and I'm going to call it Buffy the Vampire Slayer 2 because it's the high school.
Yep. That's it. That's all you need, apparently.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, though, the producer, Peter Simpson, he later said that he felt branding the film a continuation of Prom Night actually damaged its reception, which,
I'm
like,
sure,
of course.
Yeah. Of course.
Because people are going to watch it and go, wait a second. Yeah. That's not related at all. Like, what was the point of that? So that is, like, the one thing to me that's disappointing about this is that they did that. I do kind of like the title, though. Hello, Mary Lou, Prom Night II.
Yeah. We love a rhyme. We love a poem, if you will. A haiku. It's not a haiku. What am I saying? Like a haiku is like 3 lines. I'll stop.
No. Okay, here we go. Hello, Mary Lou, Prom Night II, Electric Boogaloo. Is that a haiku?
What the fuck did you just say? wait, I got excited because you added a line, but then my brain registered what that last line was, and what was that?
Electric Boogaloo?
What is that?
You've never heard that?
No.
You're gonna, what is it? We're gonna rock down to the avenue, and then people say Electric Boogaloo.
People say it, or it's part of that song?
I don't know, actually. Now I'm questioning myself. I think it's a thing.
I want it to be a thing.
Maybe I should just shut up.
No, I really loved it. That was a great haiku. I'm sure the syllables were exactly what they were supposed to be.
Thank you.
And I loved it.
Thank you so much. Anyway, so this movie,
I knew that we were gonna be messy today. Like we're both like we're a little bit tired.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one of those episodes. Like it's like Clown in a Cornfield revisited.
Luckily, this is like the episode for us to be this way.
Amazing.
So it's great. This movie was directed by Bruce Pittman and written by Ron Oliver. The funny thing about Ron Oliver is he is best known for his involvement in 34 Hallmark films.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I am understanding what we're getting into today, I think.
Yes. He was also like, I saw, what were like some other things on his roster? Like Bigger, Fatter Liars.
As in, wait, is that a thing? Is there a sequel to Big Fat Liars?
Apparently. And he also
I had no idea.
Had writing credits on, or credits of some sort on like Granddaddy Daycare.
Oh,
which I guess is another sequel. I don't know. This man's got so wild credits.
He's like involved in so many sequels that like people don't know about, I think. Yeah. Because I've never heard, I didn't know there was a prom. Well, again, this isn't really a prom night sequel, but you know, it's still a weird coincidence what he's been involved with.
Yeah. His
choices were made.
Choices were made. So we're going to head on into this film, and there are some things that I could say right now, but I'm going to hold off on them until we get to a point where I feel like saying them will not spoil things, because there's some more like similarities that we could talk about. But let's just get into it. We're going to have so much fun today.
I'm so ready.
You're not. You're literally not. So, our film opens with some classic 80s horror music over shots of Hamilton High School, a pretty average looking high school. We land upon a shot of the door to the prop room, and then we cut inside. Inside the prop room, a large, dark chest sits on the floor, standing vertically. We inch closer and closer to the chest before it suddenly whips open on its own, introducing the title card, Hello, Mary Lou, Prom Night II. The title card fades away to reveal a church on a stormy night. A car pulls up outside, and out gets a woman with her umbrella running toward the front door. She enters the empty church as haunting church-like music plays in the background. She's a young woman with dark curly hair, piercing blue eyes, and she's dressed in a white dress with a black veil. She slowly makes her way to the confessional, where a priest sits waiting for her. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned, she begins. It has been 3 months since my last confession. She goes on to list her sins. She's disobeyed her parents. She's taken the Lord's name in vain. These are classic confession go-tos for kids. As someone who grew up having to do this, like
that's what you always said. Went in a confession. I don't think I ever got old enough to do that before we switched to a different church, but that always like freaked me out. Like the thought of that is so scary to me. Like
it is.
I don't know. It feels were you like uncomfortable always doing that?
Always.
Or did you just have to like make up stuff? Like, I don't know.
I usually just said I like fought with my brother.
Yeah, that's like, a safe one.
Like, what else are you gonna say? I don't
like
know.
I'm a child. I don't know.
Yeah, like it's very bizarre.
Yeah.
As this girl is listing her sins, we see her pull out a tube of red lipstick from her pocket, and as she continues to speak with the priest, it almost sounds like she's writing something down. I've had sinful relations with boys at my school. Many boys. Many times. The priest, he's kind of like appalled. And he's like, these are great sins. You have to be ready to deal with the consequences.
Yeah.
And she goes, Father, there's one more thing. I loved every minute of it.
Okay.
We cut to the wall on her side of the confessional where she has written in red lipstick, for a good time, call Mary Lou, 588-6558.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know why she came here to do this, but
she had to start off her movie that she's very aware that she's in with a bang.
Yeah.
Like she's doing it for us.
She is.
I thought you were going to like say like the lipstick was a switchblade and she was about to kill this man. That's what I was waiting for, but she's just having her diva moment.
Yeah. It's, it is kind of iconic. I'm not going to lie. Kind of loved it. So the priest stares back through the barely see-through partition. I don't know if you've probably seen that in horror movies at least.
Yes.
As Mary Lou puts some lipstick on her lips, she gives a little kiss and a wink, and the song Tutti Frutti begins to play as we cut to prom night at the high school.
Okay.
Yes.
We're here. She's about to go have some fun.
Yeah.
And I still do a little bit want her to be the killer, but if she's not, I will be okay.
Okay, that's fair. So a prom queen sash laying on a table tells us that it is the year of 1957. Everyone is out on the dance floor, vibing. Some of these men look way too old to be high schoolers, but what else is new?
Right.
Mary Lou and her boyfriend, Billy, make their way off the dance floor and over to a table where they take a seat. "Thanks for the ring, Billy," she says. She holds out her hand, and we see that she's referring to a large black ring with the gold letters M and L on the center of it.
Oh, wow.
Mary Lou asks Billy to go and get her some punch, so he immediately gets up, telling her, "Don't go away." She responds, "I won't," before making eyes with another guy as soon as Billy walks away.
Of course.
We are not surprised. By the time good old Billy gets back with the punch, Mary Lou is gone. He looks to a nearby guy, asking if he knows where she went. "Oh, she went behind the stage with Cooper," he responds. And oh, yes, she did. She is back there making out with Cooper. This other dude looks to Billy and is like, "When did you guys break up anyway?" "We didn't," he says before marching off to find them. "Ooh, Bud Cooper strikes again," this random guy says. So apparently Bud Cooper also has a bit of a reputation.
Yeah.
So yes, backstage, things are getting hot and heavy between Cooper and Mary Lou. "What do you go at that square for anyway?" Cooper asks. "'Cause he treats me right," Mary Lou responds. "And his daddy's rich enough to make Billy cool."
Oh.
Yeah.
Poor Billy.
And Billy peers around the corner backstage, and he's overhearing all of this. Cooper asks Mary Lou, "Well, why do you go out with me?" "Because it's a big, free country," she screams, grabbing his crotch.
Oh my God, she screams.
Yes.
Already had me, and then grabbing his crotch came, and I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a big, free country.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, yes.
Cooper throws himself back and goes, "God bless America." So...
Can I just say, at one point during that bad movie that I watched last night, 80s movie, there were like these two people getting into it, like making out. You hear them through the walls, like the noises that they're making. And she goes, "You're the king. You're the king."
Oh.
And I'm like, what was happening in the 80s? What were women subjected to say in bed in the 80s? What were women saying to men in the 80s? It's crazy.
God, that is so wild. So this is when Billy Norham makes himself known, approaching the two of them. Mary Lou immediately gets up and goes, "Be cool, Billy. We weren't doing anything."
Right.
Like as if he didn't just watch this whole thing happen.
Right.
Billy's mad though, because apparently she never went this far with him, and they've been dating for like a year.
Oh, like they never made out? Like that's what they're doing right now.
He refers to he goes, "We've been petting for a year." So whatever that means.
Yeah, that's like old school slang that I get the idea, but I don't know literally what that means.
Exactly. Mary Lou drags Cooper off before the two guys can like really get into a fight. Billy stares them down as they head off. Everyone's still vibing out on the dance floor as Cooper and Mary Lou head to get more punch. They do a little cheers when Billy comes up behind them. "You came with me," he says angrily. "It's not who you come with, it's who takes you home," Mary Lou responds before throwing her punch on Billy's white suit.
Oh, what is going on?
Yeah.
No, this is where now Mary Lou, I was trying to have patience with you, girly pop, but I don't know if I can take it anymore. It also feels like it's like, obviously this could be a revenge tale if Billy's gonna end up going like snapping and breaking. Yeah, I don't know. Wow, this is just, the drama is crazy.
Yeah.
This is an 80s movie, is right?
Yes.
This is also the 80s did drama in horror in such a fun way.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, this is 87. So
yeah,
prime time right there. So everyone around them just like laughs at Billy, and Mary Lou once again leads Cooper off with a "See you later, alligator" for Billy.
Okay. Wait. She is an interesting one.
Yeah, I told you this was going to be an interesting episode. So in the bathroom, there are two guys talking about a stink bomb that they're building, like in the stall.
What's going on?
Girl, you just fucking wait. I swear to God.
Like, it's already like this. I can't imagine where this movie's about to go.
So yeah, they're talking about this stink bomb, right? And Billy's just standing in front of the mirror trying to clean up his white suit.
Yeah.
These two guys, they catch word that the principal's coming. So they're like, oh shit, we gotta go, like, hide the stink bomb. So they toss it in the trash and run out of the bathroom. Billy is still just cleaning his suit, but he's got a pretty large red stain. So I don't think that's going anywhere.
No.
But anyway, it's time to announce prom queen. Billy lurks backstage as we are unsurprised to hear that Mary Lou Maloney has been announced as the winner.
Okay.
Cooper escorts Mary Lou to the stage to hoots and hollers and applause from their classmates. Now it seems Billy's up to something because he is climbing a ladder backstage now, making his way up into the catwalks. Mary Lou is given her flowers, and there's like a girl trying to put on a special cape on Mary Lou, but Mary Lou's like, screw the cape, just get me the crown. Like, I just want the crown.
Okay, girl.
But before she's able to be crowned prom queen, we can see that Billy is lighting something up in the catwalks. Seems like he might have just, grabbed that stink bomb out of the trash in the bathroom. So he lights it and he tosses the stink bomb down below toward Mary Lou. And unfortunately for her, the flame gets just a little too close and lights her dress on fire.
Oh my God. Okay, I was about to say, like, valid. I was about to, like, root for, like, throw a stink bomb, like, make her a little stinky. Like, that's valid after her behavior and how she treated him tonight. But now we have a problem.
Now we do have a problem. And this dress goes up faster than I've seen anything go up ever in my life. And she is basically just a screaming ball of flames. And everyone's staring in fear, but no one's really doing anything. Like, everyone's just kind of like gawking at it. And from up in the catwalks, Billy's calling for someone to help her. Like, this was not his intention.
Yeah.
He's kind of freaking out, like, holy shit, someone help her. But Mary Lou continues to scream in pain, enveloped in flames on the stage. We can see her face and her skin is like starting to melt and just like burn completely. And they did some pretty good makeup on this. I gotta give them credit there. She even glances up into the catwalks and makes eye contact with Billy, and she like knows he did this.
Oh shoot.
Everybody screams, shields their eyes, but no one does a damn thing to help her, including Bud Cooper. He's like over on the ground, like hitting the ground in frustration. I don't know why he's doing that. But like, that's just like what he's doing.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Yeah, I love that for him.
What an image.
So we cut to the downstairs prop room again, where we're going to see that large vertical chest from before.
Yes.
And it just slams shut on its own.
Oh, spooky.
You're like, oh, okay, cool. A few establishing shots come in now. The exterior of the high school during the day, the exterior of a small home, and then within a bedroom in the home. It's a girl's room, very pink, and the most interesting thing in here, I have to say, I have to bring this up, it's like a carousel rocking horse, like a full-size carousel horse, like as a rocking horse. It's very...
Oh, yeah. I was imagining an entire carousel.
No, just one,
in rocking horse form somehow. But then I realized what you were saying. That is cute.
Yeah. It is a little wild, but it's cool. So we pan over to a blonde high school age girl in a blue tank top and underwear standing in front of her vanity, turning this way and that, looking at herself. And her name is Vicky Carpenter. I'm just going to bring this up now because they don't say this. I think I figured it out just based on the vibes. But like, we just did a massive time jump.
That was my prediction. Just based on the opening, I could see it being like 1 year later, because I'm sure we're going to get another prom by the end of this movie, maybe. That's my guess. Also, we don't know for sure did Mary Lou die, or do we not know if she was like just a bad burn victim? Yeah, okay.
I would say yeah. She died.
Okay.
Also, something that I didn't know on my first watch, but I figured out from reading Wikipedia after. So there's a lot of little nods to horror directors and such. So Vicky Carpenter is like, and there's a few of these here and there.
That's fun.
So yeah, love that. So we then cut to Vicky at the table with her parents, and her mother is finishing up pre-breakfast prayer. The vibes are kind of weird and like quiet and awkward. And Vicky finally speaks up saying she's going to be a little late after school today because she's going to the mall to buy a new dress for the prom. Her father just smiles at her, but her mother is like, well, what's wrong with the green one? Vicky just wants a new, fancier dress for prom because it's senior prom, and her dad even agrees. It only happens once.
Yeah.
The mother moves on. I suppose you're still going with that Craig Nordham? Do you recognize the name?
Oh, no. Wait, no.
That was Billy's name. Billy Nordham. I only brought it up once, so you might have missed it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Yes.
I usually always write down first names. Clearly, I need to write down last names. Okay.
She continues on. Will he be getting a sidecar for his motorcycle, or will you be taking the bus? She's a very strict mother. We're getting those vibes very, very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Vicky just stares at her in silence before Dad pipes up. How much do you think you'll need? She won't need anything, Mom responds. It's awkward, uncomfortable, and unhealthy energy around the table.
Yeah.
Because Mom is just very controlling and Dad is going against Mom, which is not something that's good either. But then he's siding with Vicky. So you're just like, okay, love these dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
A motor and a horn sound outside. Vicky shoots up from the table saying, there's Craig, before kissing her father on the cheek with a bye, Daddy, and a nice cold stare for her mother. Bye, Mother. Vicky walks out the front door and Craig greets her with a good morning, prom queen. Vicky is nominated for prom queen and Craig is assuring her that she will win.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know how much time these kids have before school every day, but Vicky and Craig go off to a diner for some coffee.
No, this is a thing. This is a thing in like 80s, 90s teen shows specifically too, where it's like, oh, we're just gonna go like catch a wave before school. And it's like, right? What do you mean? Why are you waking up at 5 a.m.?
Yeah. Vicky complains about her mom not letting her get a new dress while Craig pours way too much sugar into his coffee. That stuff will kill you, she says. Craig reaches into his bag and pulls out a small wrapped box, handing it over to Vicky. She's all taken aback that he got her a gift. It's really cute. And she opens it up. Inside is a gold crucifix necklace. She loves it and also acknowledges that it will make her mother very happy as well.
Okay.
Her mom is very religious. We're getting those vibes as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, finally, we're going to go to school. In science class, a kid named Josh gives a presentation on his potato radio, something he's extremely passionate about, but in a really annoying way, where he's just like, he's making jokes and he's being very cocky. And the professor's like, okay, like, I think he said something.
Potato man.
No, I think he literally is like, Einstein didn't take this long. Like, he's just absolutely going on him.
Yeah.
In the back of the room, Vicky is whispering with her friend Monica, who doesn't have a date to the prom yet. I can't believe this, Monica says. I'm 18 and I'm stunningly good looking. Prom is like a week away and I don't have a date. A boy from behind her calls her name. She turns around and he asks if he could maybe speak to her after school.
Okay.
Get lost, asshole, she responds before turning back to Vicky and continuing, so why don't guys ask me out?
Oh my God, I love that. That's so funny.
Now, out in the hall, we see a student walk into a room labeled principal. The nameplate on the principal's desk reads, Bill Nordham.
Mm-hmm.
Bill is finishing up a phone call.
Wait.
Yes.
He is the principal.
Bill. Yeah.
Oh, so this is not 1 year later. I thought this was going to be older brother vibes. Like Billy was the older brother. Oh my God, he's an old man now. Okay.
Yes. So I don't know when they established this or if they do. It's 1987. So we're jumping to present day, but they don't. It annoyed me that they didn't have like a little card or like a lower third that's
yeah, usually, or even like 25 years later or whatever it needs to do. Yeah.
So Bill's finishing up a phone call, and as the student sits down in a chair on the other side of the desk, we realize this is Craig, his son.
Mm-hmm.
You forgot breakfast, Bill says, tossing an apple at his son. What am I gonna have to do? Hire a nanny when you go to college to make sure you eat? Craig leans forward. Hey, Dad, about college, he starts. Billy grabs a folder, all excited. I've got your paperwork. They've got you in a dormitory on the north side. I'm not going to college, Craig interrupts. I want to take a year, get a job, live life. Well, Billy does not like that.
Mm-hmm.
He's worried that Craig's going to throw his future away, but Craig insists that he just wants to juggle it for a little while. Craig heads out telling his dad he's got to get back to class. Try not to forget to eat lunch, he calls after him. So now we're going to cut back to Vicky, and she's talking to her friend, Jess, in the crowded hallway after school. Vicky's complaining to Jess about the fact that her mom won't let her get a new dress, and Jess mentions that she's probably going to look for something in the prop room herself. Maybe when I get back from the doctor's, I can make something really wild, she says. Vicky asks her why she's going to the doctor anyway, and Jess just tells her it's a dumb checkup that her mom makes her go to every year. Which, okay.
Yeah.
But the energy...
Yeah, like my mom's super weird. She makes me like go to the doctor every year as a minor. Like it's so odd. I don't know what's up with her.
It's so crazy. I will say the energy is really weird though, because Jess goes to leave and calls back to Vicky one more time. Like she wants to say something else, but she just says, "See you later" instead. I guess Vicky liked the prop closet idea because she's now wandering on down into the prop room. Before she heads in, though, we get a shot of the vertical chest. It's kind of making some noises and moving a little bit. As Vicky descends the stairs into the prop room, which is very much a basement, by the way, we get so many like beautiful, incredible little stingers. You know, like those 80s horror stingers. Love them. Things are getting spooky. Vicky begins to comb her way like through the racks of clothing, looking for a potential option to replace her green prom dress. She finds a sparkly royal blue dress that she seems to really like, so she grabs it off the rack and continues to walk around. Her eyes land upon, yes, the chest, and well, of course, she just asks to see what's in there. She unbuckles the latches on the front of the chest and tries to pull it open. It's shut pretty tight, though, and she's struggling, so she looks around for something to help her pry it open and comes across a fake sword. Using it as leverage, she's able to, like, burst open the chest, which actually very aggressively, like, flings open at that point.
Okay, we've let out a demon.
Maybe.
The ghost of Mary Lou.
Whoa. Could it be? I don't know. We suddenly cut to a black and white photograph of a large group of high school students all dressed up. Seems like a school-organized photo. And we start zoomed in on Mary Lou's face and pull back until the glass cracks right over her face. Apparently, this photo was hung on the wall of Principal Billy Nordham's office because he hears that crack and looks up to see what's happened. Bill walks over to the photograph, and when he sees where the crack originates from, his face falls. His mind flashes back to that night, Mary Lou staring up at him from within the flames. Back in the basement, Vicky's now pulling the contents of the chest out. A 1957 prom queen sash, a prom queen crown, and a prom queen cape. After she pulls out all of these items, the chest just slams shut on its own, which I don't know, I'd be freaked out by that, but like she's pretty chill about it.
Right, I'm trying to like gauge if it's just like the movie being a movie or if like this is genuinely paranormal, but like she's not really reacting to it, so I'm just like, all right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, she's being pretty chill about it. I do think the movie wants you to think paranormal though.
Okay.
I will say.
Exciting.
So now Bill is driving his car a little recklessly, speeding a bit, and he pulls up to a church where a priest stands staring at him ominously from the front steps. This priest takes a few steps toward him, and Bill speeds off. The man lets out a soft, "Bill," before we cut away. And you're like, ooh, what is that about? Like, Who's that guy? So it's another day at school, and Vicky and Jess are in art class. Vicky goes up to Jess and asks her if everything is really okay. "Yes," she replies, before stabbing her clay sculpting paddle into a block of clay. So it's like something isn't right, but we're just going to move on from that, I guess. On the other side of the room, Vicky is now showing Monica the stuff she found in the chest downstairs. "You really want to use this stuff for our prom? 1957 was not a good year for capes," Monica says, picking up the very costumey purple cape. "Wasn't that the year the prom queen died in the fire?" Vicky adds on. Monica's like, "Nice touch, Vicky. The last person who wore this stuff died." There's another girl that's kind of like in this group. Up to this point, she's been on the side. And she's not really their friend, but she seems to always be around. Her name is Kelly.
Okay.
She is also nominated for prom queen, and she's just like very confident she's going to win. She gives very mean girl vibes, like, "I'm the prom queen, like it will be me, blah, blah, blah."
Yeah.
So a little later, Vicky goes into the bathroom where she finds Jess crying on the floor. "What's wrong?" she asks, taking a seat next to her. Jess takes a long time to formulate what she wants to say, but through sobs, she explains the situation to Vicky. "There's this guy, and I really liked him, and I thought he really liked me, and I've been trying to call him, and he doesn't answer, and I've left messages, and he doesn't call me back."
Oh.
Vicky, in bestie fashion, is like, "Well, he sounds like a jerk, and if he doesn't call you back, then I would forget about this guy." The only problem is, Jess continues, he left me something to remember him by. I'm pregnant. Which, yeah, that's where the doctor appointments were coming in and everything.
Right. Okay, team.
So Vicky just does her best to comfort her as we fade to an exterior shot of the high school at night now. Jess is all alone in the art room looking at the prom stuff that Vicky had found. It seems like she's here to try and make something to wear to prom, like she had mentioned she wanted to do before. Mm-hmm. So Jess goes ahead and does what, quite honestly, none of us want her to do. She puts on the cape.
Yeah.
And then she uses a sharp object to remove the main pink jewel from the crown. She carves it out.
Oh, okay. Mary Lou is not going to like that.
I don't think so. So down in the basement, the chest lets out a scream.
Well, yes.
Of course it does. It opens up and bright blue light and gusts of wind start pouring out of it. Even the door to the prop room bursts open. The entire basement is illuminated in bright light. Posters in the hallway begin to blow in the wind as a song begins to play. This song is one called Mary Lou by Ronnie Hawkins from the year of 1959. How convenient is that? That's
okay, fun.
So great.
Wait, I just want to ask, because I didn't watch the first, not that they're related, but I didn't watch the first Prom Night. Is there paranormal stuff going on in that?
Not at all.
Okay, I didn't think so. I thought it was pretty straight slasher. So wow, very different, which we knew, but
which is just more leans into why the hell did they slap Prom Night 2 onto it?
I thought it would at least be the same genre, but no.
No, literally, Carly and I were like, oh yeah, let's watch the second one, and she reads the synopsis for it, and we're like, what? Wait, huh?
Yeah,
so, because it was all paranormal weird shit. But here we are. Here we are. So in the art room, Jess is I think she fell to the floor because of the wind or something. And then a garbage bag full of shredded paper explodes and the paper flies everywhere and the wind's going crazy. And then a paper cutter falls from the counter and onto the floor with a loud bang. Now, the ties for the cape that Jess is wearing begin to tighten around her throat and drag her across the floor.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. A bucket of red paint falls from a shelf and splatters everywhere. Jess is being pulled directly toward the paper cutter on the ground. The handle magically pulls itself up as she is dragged directly beneath the blade. Her throat, to be more exact.
Mm-hmm.
She fights against the unseen force, but there's nothing she can do. Suddenly, though, the cape pulls her upward and wraps itself around the light hanging from the ceiling, tying itself tight. I guess the paper cutter was a red herring. I don't know. They decided never mind with that.
Okay.
So, unfortunately for Jess, this cape pulls her up far enough that her feet cannot touch the ground. And yes, she dies by hanging in the art room.
Okay.
Now I feel like I can say too, there is we're going to get into more of this. There are parallels. Obviously, people draw parallels to Carrie because prom, but also to Nightmare on Elm Street because there are certain sequences that are very bizarre and things moving on their own and all of that.
Yes,
is very Nightmare on Elm.
I'm a little bit disappointed that they didn't go for the paper cutting thing because that would stand out. I was like, holy shit, I've never heard this before, but okay.
Yeah, I understand plot wise why they didn't, but why introduce it as a fun visual thing that people are going to get excited for to just be like, just kidding. I don't know why they did that.
Yeah. Maybe, you know what? Mary Lou it's hard when you're a ghost and you're trying to figure out how you want to kill someone. There are options and it's okay. She just had a little slip up.
Yeah. Yeah. Jess is, she's died by hanging from the light, but she's not going to stay there. We see her body flung out the window and onto the ground below.
Okay.
Back in the art room, the cape readjusts itself like it's all proud of itself.
Oh my God.
I cannot explain to you what happens here.
Not that. Not Casper the Friendly Ghost in a cape.
It's just the cape literally does a little bit of a shimmy and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And then the gem goes flying back onto the crown back home.
That's funny.
So we're gonna fade over to that church again now, and the priest that we saw earlier is praying in front of a picture of Mary Lou with a candle placed on either side of the photo, and we see some flashbacks that he's experiencing. Mary Lou in the fire, and also shots of Bud Cooper doing nothing to help. Out of nowhere, the picture and candles shatter and fall to the floor. And this is our first score check.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have the death of Mary Lou and we have the death of Jess.
Yeah, Jess's death is like actually so sad. Like with everything that she goes through.
Yeah.
And then that happens and you're just like, this poor girl.
She was like, out of all of the girls introduced, she was giving the most final girl energy just in terms of likability. You know, usually that's who you think is going to stick around, is the person you like the most or feel for the most.
Right.
So it's sad. But Mary Lou, I guess I can like say that I wouldn't have done what she did to make Billy upset with her and even do like the stink bomb attempt. I want to give myself like my score just as Mary Lou. I would give myself like a 85. Because again, I have to give leeway for misunderstandings. I have to give leeway because what if the idiot throws and aims wrong and I'm just at prom and I catch fire? Like I get annoying and like try to be nitpicky about leeways with that kind of thing. But yeah, then when it comes to Jess, I'm just like a freaking 0. Obviously.
That's the hard thing about paranormal things.
Yes.
Because it's like, what are you going to do?
And obviously, like, she's part of this bigger main storyline that's happening for the rest of the movie. So I'm going to put a little bit more weight on hers than on Mary Lou's. So I think I'm going to start myself at a 28%.
God damn. All right. I win 63.
Okay.
Only because we still have a lot of people, but
yeah,
I guess that's fair.
I'm just going based off of how I think it's going to go from here, which maybe is bad because I'm just like, if this is what we're dealing with, like, does anyone have hope in this situation? So I'm feeling this is going to be a really low one because we don't do a lot of paranormal.
That's true.
Just because it's so hard to survive.
It really is.
So yeah, this will be interesting.
It sure will be. So the next morning, tons of emergency vehicles are parked outside the school as Craig and Vicky roll up on his motorcycle. What happened? Vicky asks. Monica comes running over. It's Jess. She killed herself. Which is, of course, going to be believable given what happened. We make a quick cut to the priest saying some words over her grave after her funeral. At the cemetery, Vicky wanders off on her own and finds the grave of Mary Lou Maloney. As she stares it down, we can hear cries and moans. And we're just going to leave that there because that's enough of that, I guess.
Okay.
So, another day at school, Vicky looks sadly at the prom queen crown inside a display case. Monica comes up and asks her what's wrong. I don't know. It feels weird that they decided to have the prom anyway. It doesn't seem right without Jess around, which I feel like is a really hard situation to navigate from like the school's point of view.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Do you take that away from everybody else? Like, that is weird.
I think I would expect it to go on.
Yeah.
I don't know. It kind of is just, it's interesting that she says that because like when it's like when it's so valid that she feels that way because when my grandma died, I was like, it's so crazy that everyone else is just like living their life like it's a normal day. And it's like, you just have to. I feel like the school would just keep it going, but there's going to be an energy there where it's like weird, you know?
Exactly. Up walks Kelly now and her entourage, and they're putting up posters promoting her run for prom queen. She has some snide remarks for the other girls about the fact that they shouldn't even bother running at this point. The competition seems to be dwindling, she says. You two should take the hint from Jess.
That's crazy. Oh my God.
And Vicky, who's always been the very like quiet, remember her parents are very strict, or her mom is anyway. She's like been very quiet and all of that. And like in this moment, she snaps and she goes, "You shut your fucking mouth, bitch." Like, okay, Vicky.
Damn. Yeah, go off.
So Kelly just walks away. This didn't affect her. She doesn't really care. Now, Principal Nordum is standing behind them, also looking at the display case. And Vicky catches his reflection as he goes to walk away. And she turns around and goes, "Billy." And you're like, "Oh, oh, interesting. Oh, let's note that. Interesting." Okay. So later at lunch, Monica talks to that annoying guy from science class, Josh, and they seem like they have this kind of like will they, won't they thing going on, but in an enemies to lovers sort of way where they're like really mean to each other.
Yeah.
But you can tell that they kind of like each other.
Yeah.
So Vicky's going through the lunch line to get her food when a hand taps her on the shoulder. She turns around to see who it is, and suddenly everything is just different. The cafeteria is dark. It almost looks like a prison. And she looks back to the lunch lady who's creepily smiling at her, her previously white coat now covered in dark stains. She prepares Vicky's tray. The dishes are dirty. There are cockroaches everywhere. And the food, whatever it is, does not look edible. Suddenly, from within the slop, a porcelain-looking head bubbles to the surface.
Oh.
Vicky screams and drops her plate, and everything goes back to normal, but she runs screaming from the cafeteria anyway.
Okay, I need to ask you what you would do. You're just at school, you're just like getting some lunch, and there's a head rising out of some stew.
No, actually, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Because it's like clearly, like she should recognize that it seems like a hallucination. But
yeah.
I don't know. What do you do? I don't know.
If I saw that in front of, I would not scream and run away. I'd be like, to anyone near me, I'd be like, do you see that? What the fuck is that? Like, what is that? And then if no one else saw that, I'd be like, cool, so I'm going to go home and take a nap. I'm going to go home now.
Nap time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But, she just runs screaming.
Okay.
And out, the hallway's empty. So out in this empty hallway, she's just trying to catch her breath. And she decides to take a drink from the bubbler. We had a whole conversation about this on Twitch.
No, it's so funny. Your face, you were like, the bubbler, the side eye to me.
Bubbler.
Yes, it's called a bubbler, you guys. I'm from Wisconsin, and I accept drinking fountain, but I absolutely do not accept water fountain because that is a big splashy thing in the street.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite debates to get in with people because bubbler is a very small section of the world that calls it bubbler, and I didn't know until much later in life that people did not call it bubbler. Because I would say it and they'd be like, what the fuck did you just say? And I'm like, the bubbler?
It's so random that like both Rhode Island and Wisconsin are of that niche. Like, why? Why us?
I don't know. I love that for us though. It's how we're connected. That's what it is. It's the bubbler. Yeah. She's taking a drink out of this bubbler, and at first water's coming out of it, but then it just turns red. And Vicky bolts up and wipes this blood from her mouth, and the hallway's back to being dark again. A man dressed as like a greaser kind of guy stands against the lockers. I love you, Mary Lou, he says. Oh. He walks up to Vicky and like low key starts to high key starts assaulting her. It's like very uncomfortable. And she fights him off and runs to another hall. Things are normal again. This is again where people compare it to Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh yeah.
Like that's the
a bit psychedelic.
Exactly. Yeah. So if anyone's like, what are you talking about? Just know like that is the vibe of this film in a lot of ways. There's these weird dream-like sequences that you just have to accept and move on with your day. Mm-hmm. So later that night, Vicky sits at the dinner table with her parents. This came for you this morning, her mother says, handing her an envelope. Your forms from Western University. Vicky looks down at the envelope. Well, thanks for opening it for me, she says sarcastically.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Mother's all taken aback. I beg your pardon. Vicky just responds with a soft, sorry. She then announces to the table that she's not going. She wants to take a year off before going to college. She tells them that Craig is doing it, which I don't know why she would tell them that.
Yeah, no, don't frame it like that. Because then as a parent, I have to say, I'd be like, what the hell? You are not just going to do what Craig is doing.
Yeah. I was like, oh, don't bring that up.
Yeah.
Mother and Vicky start going back and forth arguing about who can make the decisions for Vicky. And Dad finally cuts in to be like, let's just think about this and we'll talk about it after dinner. Mm-hmm. Mother begins prayer, which sounds like gibberish to Vicky. Like it literally, we hear like a gibberish coming from her mouth.
That's kind of cool. That's interesting.
Yeah, it is kind of cool. Vicky bolts up and goes to her room to paint her nails.
Okay.
She also does a full face of makeup and her hair. And when she looks up into the mirror, the face that looks back at her doesn't quite seem her own. Her reflection winks, and this seems to snap Vicky out of it. And she quickly wipes away the red lipstick that she put on her lips. Like she was like in and out of herself there for a moment.
Yes, it feels that the possession is taking baby steps here.
Exactly. We're going to get another scene with Josh and Monica now. And they're walking down the street, seemingly, after school. Josh asks Monica if she found a prom date yet. She doesn't respond, and he's like, yeah, me neither. And he's like, I had this idea. What if we met at the prom? And since you're going to be there and I got to be there anyway. And Monica cuts him off. You and I at the prom together? No way. A few seconds of silence pass before she goes on to say, well, I guess we could be at the same place at the same time. And they kind of have like this more back and forth banter before they finally kiss. We got there. Yes.
I actually did not think that was going to happen this early on.
Yeah.
Wow.
They finally do.
Okay.
Good for them.
Yeah.
So another day in gym class, don't ask me why, but Kelly throws a volleyball at Vicky's head. Vicky goes crashing to the floor, and here we go again. When she gets back up, the gym is dark, and girls dressed in blue are surrounding the room chanting, Mary Lou, Mary Lou, Mary Lou. They all walk closer and closer to Vicky, who backs into the volleyball net. But as she makes contact with it, it turns into a thick black sticky spider web. And she's like trying to fight against it, and she's screaming, I'm not Mary Lou, I'm not Mary Lou. And she wakes up like screaming that on the floor of the gym with everyone staring down at her.
Oh, God.
So like that was like very much full-on hallucination, just her on the floor.
Yeah.
Now, Principal Nordham, Billy, just witnessed this, and he's got that grim look on his face. We follow him as he makes his way into the basement, where he finds the chest wide open. He slams it shut and locks it again. He clearly knows. After school that day, Craig walks Vicky up to her house, and her mother and father come running out asking if she's okay. I'm assuming they got a call from the school about what had happened today. Vicky tells him that she's fine. She just fainted in gym class, that's all. Her father suggests they take her to the doctor, but mother's like, no, she just needs to spend some time with the Lord. She'll go see Father Cooper for confession tonight. Yeah, that's what she needs. So that is what we're going to do. Vicky sits in the confessional with Father Cooper as he begins to lead them in prayer, starting with the sign of the cross. And Vicky goes to do the motion, but like it seems like she's fighting against her own body. Like her hand won't let her do it.
Oh my God. That is like so scary. Like losing your, like feeling something fighting against your own motor functions. That's so scary.
I know. It's like pretty cool too. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
So she continues on with the confession, listing off her sins. I've had sinful thoughts about my boyfriend. I've been angry with my mother, and I've been seeing things. She tells him that she's seeing hallucinations about Jess and Mary Lou Maloney. So, of course, he perks up at the name Mary Lou Maloney because we've kind of put together at this point that Bud Cooper is the priest because of the flashbacks that he had earlier.
Okay. I did not put that together.
I'm so sorry. I should have made it clearer.
But oh my God.
That might be my bad.
Wait. Okay. They need to go in the same line. Okay. Let me fix my notes here. Priest. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know why that like was so surprising to me. And now I'm like thinking back on everything, but that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't find that out until he was like praying to the picture of Mary Lou. And he had those flashbacks, and that's like, and because like the way he said Bill under his breath, like that now makes sense in hindsight. Yeah.
For some reason, I thought that it was like the same priest from before. And he was just much older, and he like knew Mary Lou and was like still like worried and praying for, you know. Yeah,
that would make sense too, like from the way that I told it. So yes. Priest Cooper over here. He seems concerned, and he tells Vicky to pray that she is preserved from all evil. And back at home that night, Vicky's getting ready for bed. Oh wait, is this my favorite part of the film?
Oh no. It is. Why does that scare me?
Vicky, she's getting ready for bed, and she throws on her nightshirt, that says Hamilton High on it. She grabs her sketch pad, and as she's walking over to her bed, she passes by that rocking horse I mentioned earlier, and its eyes turn bright red. When Vicky sits in bed, the horse starts rocking back and forth, and Vicky just looks at it and goes, "Go away."
Okay.
So, okay, Cassie. So this horse, like, it goes full on animated, and it's like the nastiest, most evil looking thing I've ever seen, but not because it's like so extreme, but because it's so uncanny, because it's still very real looking, but it's got like weird facial expressions and shit.
Ooh.
And then Vicky just screams out, "This is my room." And then something crazy happens in her bed.
Oh.
She is like pinned down to the mattress, and the sheets tighten around her body, so you get that very like strong silhouette. And under the sheets, we can see hands like grabbing very aggressively at her body, and she's like fighting them off. And she's eventually able to get out of bed, but the door is locked, so she can't leave. She's trapped in a room. The horse stares at her as the mirror on her vanity starts to ripple like water. 2 outstretched hands come through the surface, and the horse lets out a laugh.
I don't like that.
No. "Leave me alone," Vicky screams. Well, the horse... Sorry. The horse sticks out its slimy-ass tongue and starts wiggling it around.
Okay.
And Vicky, she picks up the radio and chucks it at the horse, causing some sparks to go flying. And at that moment, her bedroom door flings open and her parents come marching in. Like, what is going on in here?
Where would you begin?
Where would you begin? Now, I do have to do something. Before this episode, I was sure to, I found a GIF.
Okay.
Because I need you to understand. I encourage everybody to look up this horse if you haven't watched the movie, because I just need you to understand.
Ew. Why? I don't like the close-up shot of its mouth opening is crazy.
That is the laugh. That's the laugh right there.
Oh, this is not what I pictured. It actually looks more real than I could have imagined.
Right.
Which is odd.
Exactly. Like, it looks so, because it almost looks like a human, but it's a horse, and it's like the tongue is so nasty. I don't know. You guys need to look up this horse, because I cannot do it justice.
No, I can't stop looking at it. I need to put that down.
No, but so her parents come in. They're like, "What's going on?" And Vicky responds, "I dropped the radio. It broke."
No. I would tell my parents I'm fucking hallucinating. Get me in a padded cell. Like, I'm scared.
Get me there now. No, also, the way she delivers that line is so funny. It gives off the same energy as, "Oh no, the table. It's broken." It's the exact same energy. And I'm like, girl, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So later that night, Vicky decides to sneak out and visit the grave of Mary Lou. Because of course she does.
Why not?
"What do you want?" she asks it. She stands there staring at the grave for a long time when a hand grabs her shoulder. It's Father Cooper. He asks her what she's doing out here in the cold, and she tells him that something's happening at her school, something having to do with Mary Lou Maloney. Father Cooper just tells her that she's tired. Her mind's playing tricks on her, even though we know that he knows that that's not true. "It's not my mind, goddamn you, it's Mary Lou Maloney," she screams at him. And they both stare at each other for a moment, because this is yet another outburst that Vicky can't seem to explain. She apologizes immediately and runs away. Back at the church, Father Cooper is doing some kind of ritual with candles in Latin before ending it with, "Demon, depart. The body of Christ compels you." Patrick Wilson did it better, but I appreciate his attempt. It's really good.
So funny that they're just like, it's the energy here is that this isn't the first time. Like, they're like,
yeah.
Right. So, yeah, because Principal Billy, he's like, "Yep, the case is open again.
Yeah.
Here we go." And then Priest Cooper is like, "Well, time to compel the demon away again." Like, they're just totally accepting this. It's so funny.
You're right. They are very nonchalant. And specifically Billy, like the way he's like, damn. Let me go close the chest. Like,
he's like,
what?
The photo cracked again. Here we go.
Shucks. Like, he knew immediately.
Yeah.
So Bud Cooper then goes out to Mary Lou's grave and his Bible bursts into flames. I don't know why, but it does. Anyway, the next day, Father Cooper finally decides it's time for him and Billy to have a chat. He heads on over to Billy's house, and the two of them have some scotch in Billy's study. It's time to talk spooky business. Cooper cuts right to the chase. We're in trouble, you and I. What are you talking about? Billy asks. Don't jerk me around, Bill. I'm as guilty as you are. Which I suppose is kind of true. They both played a major part in this whole thing.
Yeah.
Cooper starts talking about what happened with Mary Lou, but Bill cuts him off. Buddy, that was another life. We're different people now. So why don't we forget about it, okay? If only it were that easy. Mary Lou Maloney has come back, Buddy tells Bill.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Yes, exactly. Bill doesn't say a word. He just kind of stands up in frustration. Please, listen to this. Father Cooper pulls out this large black book and begins to read. I don't know why I'm so animated with my hands today. You guys can't see this, but I'm very, animated right now.
No, it's great.
If a person dies violently, unfulfilled in a life mission, the soul wanders purgatory for eternity, waiting for the opportunity to return. He slams the book shut. For revenge, he says, very dramatically. Jesus Christ, Buddy, you've been celibate too long, Billy says. She can't touch me. I'm a priest, Buddy retorts. But she will enter your body and possess you, her murderer. Buddy's trying to convince Billy that he needs to protect himself. Take communion, do something, but Billy isn't buying it. He kicks Buddy out of his house, but Buddy shoves a small crucifix in his hands on the way out. Either that morning or the next, I don't know. We do a lot of jumping in this film.
Yeah.
Craig goes to pick up Vicky at home. You look awful, he says as she walks up to his motorcycle, which
okay.
Wild.
I'm turning back around. I'm going back inside.
Literally. Oh, no. She tells him I didn't get much sleep. And the two of them head to that diner again. Now, what's a fun detail here is we watch as Vicky picks up the sugar and pours a shit ton into her coffee.
Oh, spooky. Same thing.
Exactly. In the booth, Craig asks her what the hell's going on? You're acting weird. What's going on? And through tears, she tells him that she can't distinguish what is and isn't real anymore. It's like I'm not in control of myself. I'm afraid I might hurt somebody. Craig definitely looks confused, but he's still trying to comfort her regardless. Later at school, Kelly meets up with Josh in what seems to be the school's little computer room. It's a very small room with a singular computer. I don't know if that's...
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's a one computer.
Okay, I thought I was on computer lab days, and then you said one computer, and I said, oh, a little weird.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. It almost looks like a little radio booth. But anyway, Josh is in there. Kelly is there for one reason. She knows that Josh runs the computer voting, and she wants him to fix it to make sure she wins.
Oh.
He does not seem all that interested, but Kelly whips out a $100 bill. He's a little more open, but still refusing. Kelly's fine, name your price. But he still refuses. So
$1 million.
$1 million. You want that prom queen crown?
Yep.
$1 million. So Josh refuses, and we leave that there. In English class, Monica and Vicky sit next to one another, and Monica pulls out a 1957 yearbook, claiming to have found it in her father's underwear drawer.
Why?
I don't know.
Accept it.
Accept it. What are you looking for anyway? She asks, handing the book to Vicky. Vicky flips through the pages until she finds her. Mary Lou Maloney. What do you want? She mutters to the picture in the book. On Vicky's other side, Kelly overhears Vicky talking to herself. Poor Vicky, she says. Vicky looks up, but instead of Kelly's face, she sees Mary Lou's instead. So she slaps her.
Oh,
well,
okay.
Yeah, that doesn't go over well. So yes, Vicky is going to have detention. So she sits in the room on her own, working on her detention exercise before throwing her binder on the floor in frustration. Up on the blackboard, the words "help me" are being written on their own, but backwards.
Oh.
We can also hear crying and moaning again. So Vicky gets up and walks toward the board, and she touches the letters written in chalk. The lights go out in the room, and the door slams shut. The arms, the same color as the blackboard, these two arms come shooting out of the board, and they start pulling at Vicky.
Yeah.
She gets dragged right into the board, the surface turning to liquid, similar to the mirror earlier.
Yeah.
And then the entire blackboard turns into a whirlpool, throwing Vicky around, thrusting her above and below the surface. And it's kind of cool just from like a filming perspective. You can tell it's like shot from above, but it's meant to look like it's from the side because they basically just like have a pool. But I don't know. It's cool.
Yeah.
It looks really cool. The other cool thing is there's letters like floating around in the water with her, like as if they were written on the board. And then suddenly everything goes back to normal, except Vicky is still on the board. Like we don't see her. Like she's just gone. She has like disappeared into the board.
Oh.
Yeah. And the chalk letters have also moved. That's such a cool detail. Like there's like scattered chalk letters on the board, like they had come through and stayed on the board. So we're going to cut downstairs to that chest. It's glowing bright blue again. And the angle for this doesn't make a ton of sense, but I believe what we're supposed to assume has happened here is that Vicky crawls out of the case bare naked.
Oh.
She gets up with a smirk, touches her skin, like looks at her hands, and it seems
Mary Lou is so back.
Mary Lou's taken over Vicky's body once and for all, and this is score check 2.
Oh, weird. Wait, okay, so no one died in this second part.
I don't believe so.
So I'm going to stick with my same exact score. I mean, I could give it 100 because no one died.
You could. Yeah, we should, actually, because we don't have to take in... I always forget. We don't have to take the first act into account.
You don't have to. Sometimes if you want to for a certain reason, you can, but
yeah.
I feel like this is one where we don't have to, so I'll give myself 100% here. We're chilling.
Yeah, I don't think anything dangerous has really happened.
No. Would we get possessed? That's a different score.
That is a different score. Because, well, yeah. So, at the church, Father Cooper kneels at the altar praying when we hear the door open behind him. Vicky's here, and she wants a confession. She lists off her sins again in the confessional. I have hurt my friends. I have given into sexual desires with my boyfriend. I don't know what's happening to me. She asks if Father Cooper will help her. He says of course he will. Will you pray for me? Yes. Will you fuck me? Father Cooper freezes. Come on, buddy. It's a big free country.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's so funny.
I literally love that detail so much.
Yeah.
She just starts laughing before she begins to break down the partition between her and Buddy, and the door has also magically locked itself. So Buddy can't go anywhere.
Oh, poor Buddy.
So she's just breaking through. Buddy grabs the crucifix on the wall and like starts praying, telling the demon to be gone. And I'm going to continue to call her Vicky just because it makes more sense.
Yes.
But Vicky, yeah, because it's still Vicky's body and everyone thinks she's Vicky and yeah. So Vicky just mocks him, telling him there is no God for him to pray to. There is no heaven. But you know what pissed me off the most? She asks. No fucking wings. She grabs the crucifix from Buddy's hands and stabs him in the throat with it. We don't really see it, but we like get a zoom in shot of like Buddy's open mouth as he's screaming. And like it's like she stabs him right in down his throat. Man. So R.I.P. Buddy.
Yeah. What an arc he had.
Yeah, right? A crazy arc.
Yeah.
So the next morning at school, Monica goes up to Craig and asks if he'd seen Vicky yet today. He says he went to pick her up, but she'd already left. Well, Monica has seen her. There's something weird with her. You've got to see the way she's dressed. We cut to Vicky, strutting down the hallway, wearing a long white skirt and a white sweater, her hair all done up with a face full of makeup. Very out of character for her. And I guess this is very out of style too. Not something that like I guess it's like 50s.
Yes.
Like it looks like a fine outfit to me, but Monica literally walks up to her and goes, "Wow, fashion crime. What did you do? Beat up the bag lady?"
Oh,
so like
okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, that is the energy. And Vicky just responds, "They're my clothes. If you don't like it, lump it." Craig approaches now. The dialogue is...
Mary Lou's dialogue is so funny.
It's so good. So Craig approaches now, and Vicky gives Monica a "see you later, alligator," before walking off with Craig. Monica tells him to wait up, but Vicky turns and says, "Craig's with me. Scram." Craig and Monica give each other like a weird look before Vicky drags Craig away, because like Craig's also like, huh? Like,
yeah,
she's acting weird. So prom setup is happening now. I don't know if it's a gym or what, but it's looking pretty fun, very 80s. And Vicky's marching around being mean to everybody and bossing people around. Like, she wants things perfect in the way that she wants it, and she's telling everybody what to do. Josh, Monica, and Craig are discussing how she's been acting. Monica thinks something strange is going on. Craig just thinks she's maybe trying for a new look. And Josh, he thinks she's possessed. He's kind of joking, but like...
That's so funny.
Yeah.
No, that would be me, but I would think I was joking.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to go back to science class again with Mr. Craven. Ha ha ha.
Love it.
The students are trying to make chemical reactions happen with whatever they're doing, and Mr. Craven walks over to Vicky and asks her how it's going. She tells him that it isn't working. Mr. Craven leans over her and puts his hand on her shoulder and like slowly starts sliding it down her back.
Oh.
You just need a little more. His hand lands on her ass and he gives it a squeeze.
Oh.
Heat. Yeah. It's really nice.
That's crazy. Oh my God.
Yeah, ew. It's so great. So he walks back to the front of the classroom and Vicky gives a little like just nod of her head and it sets off some kind of Bunsen burner or something and it shoots flames right into his crotch.
Oh,
obviously.
Okay. Well,
deserved. Like, I'm not mad about that one.
No.
That one's fine.
Okay, let's go Mary Lou.
Let's go Mary Lou. So Monica totally just witnessed that and she's freaked out. Like, she saw the nod and she's like clearly clocking that something weird's going on. So she confronts Vicky later that day in the locker room. You did something to Mr. Craven, didn't you? Vicky, of course, denies it. Things start getting heated as Monica insists something is wrong with Vicky. She continues to deny it. Everything's swell, she says. Monica throws Vicky's radio to the ground before marching off, saying, nobody says swell anymore. Monica goes ahead and jumps in one of the showers, and the room steams up pretty quick. Vicky drops her towel and walks into the shower behind Monica, putting her hands on her back.
Oh.
Monica turns around and apologizes to Vicky. That's okay, Vicky says, planting a little kiss on Monica's nose.
Oh.
Monica... This is a crazy scene because it is like they're just two fully naked girls in the shower. And you're like, we see what's going on here.
Right.
Monica laughs, but then Vicky just starts like kissing her all over her face. So Monica pushes her off, leaves the shower, grabs her towel, and like runs away.
I was ready for you to be like, yeah, so then they just have sex on the shower floor. Like, I don't know where this freaking movie wants to go. But okay, I'm happy because like that's weird. They're friends. Like, I'm happy that she reacted that way. I'm surprised she didn't react that way off of the first little note. If you did that to me, I'd be already on edge, just us in a shower room completely naked. I'd be like, oh, you're gonna be here with me, okay? And then you kiss my nose? That's when I would run. Like, she really waited it out.
She did. They really needed to stay on that shot for a while.
Yeah, exactly. They needed that screen time.
Yeah, they really did. So yeah, Monica runs away and Vicky follows her, but very slowly. She's kind of just like sauntering.
Oh.
Monica's scared now, and it also seems like someone stole her clothes or something because she goes to her locker and like opens it and there's no clothes in there.
Nightmare.
But she does have her towel. I mean, that's good, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
Leave me alone, Vicky, she screams. She tries to run for the door, but it's locked. It's cat and mouse time, but not in the typical sense. It's very slow and sexy. Like, Monica's in her towel and Vicky's like sauntering around in complete nude. She's completely nude.
Yeah.
And Monica goes ahead and actually like hides inside a locker. Hello, video game mechanics.
Right.
I swear I never see this in like film or TV, but always in video games.
Yeah, no, it gives me Alien Isolation, the amount of lockers I hidden in that game.
Yes. And have you played Outlast yet?
No.
Oh, that's also a locker game.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just such a classic one.
Nice.
So Monica's hiding in there, and Vicky drags her nails along the lockers as she's walking by. It makes a horrible sound. It's not even like a screeching sound. It's like a squeaky rubber on metal. I don't even know.
Ew.
And she's singing to herself. She's pretty nonchalant about everything. Oh God. Okay, how am I going to do this? So she reaches the locker that Monica hides in, and she stops, and she just looks at the locker. I'm gonna fuck this up, but she looks at the locker and she goes, "A wop ba ba loo bop a wop bam," and then the lockers squish together.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Wait, what the heck? Is that not from Grease?
I actually don't know what that's from.
Oh my god, they do that in Grease, which obviously it was like a stage musical first, and then it came out in 78. I had a whole Grease phase in middle school. I was that girl. But they go, I want bamboo.
Yes.
I wonder if that's a cover of a song or something, or what that even is. Anyways, I'm going to look that up later.
Yeah. I mean, it might be like just her. You cannot be doing that.
Did you hear that?
Was that Siri?
Yes.
What did she say?
Siri just started talking to me. I don't even know what she said, but I heard her voice and it scared the shit out of me. Oh my god.
Shit, that was wild.
I think that scream probably got suppressed.
I mean, I heard it. That's for sure.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, what? Anyways, she's just singing to the locker.
Yeah, and then the locker, like, from either side, like, squishes Monica's body inside her locker, and the blood, like, pours out the slats. So.
Whoa. Oh my god. Yeah. So she, like, has, I mean, obviously she has superpowers because she, like, made the fire happen.
Yeah.
But, again, like, this is going to be a low final act because like what are you supposed to do?
She's just locking doors like with her mind.
Yeah, dang it.
Yeah. So the next shot is of Vicky, a smile on her face as she leaves the locker room all done up, having left an out of order sign on the locker room door.
Okay.
Vicky meets up with Craig, who has been working on some stuff in the prom room that is still in the process of being set up. I don't know if I'm ready for the real world yet, he says. How about some fantasy? Vicky responds, dragging Craig away. The two of them are making out now, and it seems like it's in a very similar place that she and Buddy had years ago. Everything seems pretty normal until she reaches down for Craig's crotch and like pulls up really hard.
Oh.
Yeah, and Craig jolts back in pain.
Yes.
Yeah. What's the matter, Nordum? Don't you know how to use this thing? Vicky like yells into his face. She yanks again and says something that I'm not going to repeat because it's it's a bad word. And she's basically insinuating that he doesn't seem very excited. She starts going like actually crazy. She's laughing maniacally and she's bouncing up and down on him saying, don't you want to fuck me? Like it's insane.
Oh my god.
Like she goes batshit crazy. So then Craig throws her off of him and she falls to the ground. And Craig immediately seems like he feels bad about it. Like he goes over to her and is like, Vicky. And Vicky reaches up, grabs his throat and says, wrong. She throws him against the wall and he passes out.
Okay.
A quick dream sequence ensues where, Billy and Mary Lou are seen in the back of like a 1950s car as it drives down the school hallway, and Craig is banging on the glass calling for help while Billy, his father, just watches, blood pouring down his face as he screams like, no, no. But then Billy jumps up. He wakes up from having fallen asleep at his desk in his office. He's shaken up when he hears his name from across the room. Vicky stands there just inside his office. She slides the ML ring onto her finger and begins to touch her own face and body. Good body, she says. Not as good as mine was, though. She slowly walks toward Billy's desk before literally climbing over it and sitting on his lap. I remember prom night. I was ready for the world. I could have been anything. Only you wouldn't let me wear my crown, Billy. She starts kissing him, but he pushes her back. Mary Lou, he says. That's my name. Don't wear it out, she responds, getting off of him. Craig is so cool. What did he want to be? Billy shakes his head. See you later, alligator, Vicky says as she walks out of the room.
That being her like spooky tagline for the movie is so funny.
Is so wild.
Would you, by the way, like as Monica and as Craig, do you think that you would be calling out like a possession at this point, the way that she's acting? Ooh, or I think at the very least it would be like, oh my god, like she's going through like there's like a mental break happening here.
Yes, that absolutely. I don't think, because like my beliefs on that kind of stuff are like so like maybe but probably not, I'd probably think there was something very wrong with her.
Yes, like I would need to like be calling someone and being like, this is not her, like something's going on, like she's acting. I'd be like worried for her. Yeah, same.
Oh, the next part. So later that night, Vicky is wearing the blue prom dress that she'd found in the prop room, and she sits upon her rocking horse. And it has the tongue out again, and she's just got her finger all up in there stroking it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Her father walks into the room now. And luckily the horse just goes back to normal. And he tells Vicky how beautiful she looks. He then, begins rambling on about his own prom and meeting Vicky's mom and how Vicky will always remember her prom as Vicky slowly gets off the horse and makes her way over to him. She stands just in front of him and says, "Hold me, Daddy," before kissing him and full on making out with him. And unfortunately, he kisses her back.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you mean he kisses her back?
He does. He seems a little resistant at first, but it goes on. It goes on. He does not pull away until Mother walks in and obviously is like, "What are you doing?" And it's like, "Ow!" Wild.
I don't know what to do with this information. Are we just going to move on now?
Well, Father steps back and Vicky just slowly walks out of the room, giving her mother a smile. "Jezebel, harlot," Mother screams after her as she leaves. Mother follows her downstairs and stands between Vicky and the door. "You're not leaving this house," she demands. Vicky just stares at her, smiling. Suddenly, Mother starts screaming, and we're getting a very fast push in on her face. I don't really know what's going on. But then she gets thrust through the glass door, and Vicky just steps over her dead body on the way out.
Oh, okay, so she's gone.
She's dead.
Didn't even write her down. Let me write her down so I can cross her out.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay, and then what? We just never see the dad again?
Yeah, I think that's true.
Wow.
I might be wrong.
So he just made out with his daughter.
Yeah.
And then his wife died. And I hope he's not doing that great, actually. But
yeah.
Because you just made out with your daughter. But
right.
What?
It sucks too because through the whole movie you kind of like him because he's fighting against the mom, and then all of a sudden he kisses her back and you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Over at Bill's house, Craig is actually in bed. He is not dead, which we love.
Yes.
We love to hear. Craig is insisting that he needs to find Vicky because something is clearly very wrong. Bill tells him to stay in bed. He's going to take care of it. "I started this," he says. Craig is angry now, and he insists that he's going to go find Vicky. "Where are my shoes?" Craig asks. Billy reaches down and picks up one of Craig's shoes from the floor. "Right here," he says, swinging the shoe at the back of Craig's head, knocking him out. "I'm sorry, son." Bill just leaves his son there and heads out. It's okay. So where does Bill go? He goes to Mary Lou's grave. He's going to dig her up for proof that she's dead. That's how that works.
What? We know. We do know she's dead. I fear that is the point of the movie. But
yeah, exactly. Well, in her coffin, instead is Father Cooper, a crucifix sticking out of his mouth, the one that he was stabbed with. So I don't know, I guess Mary Lou magically moved him there or something. So Bill, grabs at Buddy's body, hugging him, hugging his friend. He calls him a stupid bastard before we cut away to prom. Woohoo! Prom time. Prom's a vibe. Nice 80s vibe. We've got flashing neon lights, which is really fun. And Vicky is out on the dance floor. She is shimmying around, having a great time.
Amazing. Love to see it.
Now, Bill pulls up outside of the high school, but oh no, Craig has also woken up. So Craig heads downstairs and tries to call Vicky on his phone. The voice message machine picks up. "Hi, Mary Lou speaking. Sorry I can't come to the phone right now, but I'm busy at the prom. Places to go, people to kill. Don't bother leaving a message. Vicky doesn't live here anymore." Bill's in his office at the school, clearly cooking up some sort of plan. He's got a revolver now, and he also pulls the 1957 prom queen crown out from his desk, because I guess he had that there.
Okay.
So this is a very chaotic, all over the place kind of moment.
Yeah.
So Josh has left the main prom area and is in that little computer room from before again. And he's frustrated and upset because he thinks Monica blew him off because they were supposed to go together, but she never showed up. He sits down at his computer and Kelly walks in. "Who won?" she asks. Josh looks at his computer. I'm not supposed to tell, but it wasn't you. Kelly closes the door and comes into the room. She unzips Josh's pants and tells him to get your hands on the keyboard and start entering.
Oh,
he
my
does.
God.
We get some more inserted moments here. People enjoying prom. Billy's still walking around the hall with his revolver, and Kelly eventually returns to her date on the dance floor.
Mm-hmm.
Josh sits at his computer. Sorry, Vicky. The new winner is, and we see him change the poster to Kelly's name.
Mm-hmm.
At prom, Vicky just magically senses that this is happening somehow. So
yeah, Kelly's got to die.
Yeah. So what does she do here? She walks over to a wire on the wall, an electrical wire, and she just grabs the wire. Back on Josh's computer, the screen flashes from that Kelly poster to the word wrong on the screen, and then it changes to dead wrong.
Ooh.
And Vicky gives the wire a little tug, and suddenly actual like blue electricity starts coming out of the computer. And it's the most cartoony thing you've ever seen. These blue electrical lines like surround Josh's hands on the keyboard, and these two beams are shooting into his eyes from the computer screen. Yeah. And it's just, we keep going back and forth like to the screen, to his hands, to his face. And every time we come back to his face, it's a little more fucked up. There's blood everywhere. And eventually he just falls forward dead on the keyboard.
Wow. Another one bites the dust.
So many be biting the dust today.
Yeah.
So, okay, ladies and gentlemen, a man calls from the stage at prom. We're going to pick the prom queen now. The winner is, very, very long dramatic pause here, Vicky Carpenter.
Okay.
So Vicky floats on up to the stage, not literally, I do feel the need to clarify that, in slow motion, taking in all of the applause. And Kelly looks appalled, of course. Mm-hmm. Backstage, we see Bill ascending a ladder with his revolver. Mm-hmm. Not again, Billy. Craig has also arrived now, and he's sprinting into the school. He's got to get to prom. He's got to find Vicky. Mm-hmm. Everyone is still applauding for Vicky when a random guy looks over to Kelly and says, "Hey, Kelly, how'd you blow it?" LOL. LOL.
Oh.
Good joke. So Billy walks along the catwalk above. Craig's still sprinting over, but bang, 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 gunshots ring out. Mm-hmm. They hit Vicky, and she falls to the ground.
Oh, shoot.
Unmoving. Craig arrives just at this moment and makes his way right over to Vicky's dying body on the ground. She's still breathing, but barely, and slowly she begins to fade before going still.
Oh my God.
Call a fucking ambulance, Craig shouts to the room of people doing absolutely nothing once again. Mm-hmm. One of the students looks up to the catwalk. It's Mr. Nordham. He's got a gun, he shouts.
Oh God, yeah. That looks good.
That looks good for him.
I'm surprised that he is doing this, because it's like, this clearly is going to also kill Vicky. Like, right. Are you not concerned about that? But okay.
Yeah. So suddenly, Vicky's body starts shaking and spasming on the ground. She's letting out cries and moans when her chest starts to pulse in a very weird way. It almost looks like her chest is being punched from the inside.
Oh.
A blackish green slimy arm comes puncturing through her chest.
Oh.
It grabs Craig's throat, throwing him backward, and then lights begin to explode around the room. So Vicky continues to scream so Mary Lou's completely and freshly burned body slowly makes its way out of Vicky's body via her chest. God. Yes. She is crawling out of there.
Ew, wow.
Yeah. And once she's emerged, she like holds her hands out to the room and just starts making shit happen. Mm-hmm. Tables are flipping over. Lights are exploding. The doors all lock, very Carrie-like. Mm-hmm. And one of the neon light fixtures falls from the ceiling. And it stabs Kelly in the stomach. R.I.P. Kelly.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just chaos. So this sequence goes on for a very long time. And the cool thing about this is the longer it goes on, the more normal Mary Lou's body starts to look until she's like completely healed herself. And she looks like she did back in 1957.
Interesting.
Like she starts off like insanely burned, where it's like you can barely make out that it's even a person. And then she just turns back into her normal self.
Okay.
So there's like wind and stuff flying around too. So Bill's up in the catwalk. He's being flung around violently, and eventually he's thrown off but he manages to like hang on the edge, just like dangling there.
Mm-hmm.
Mary Lou throws herself at poor Craig, and she just starts repeatedly slamming his head into a table. Poor Craig. Like, honest to God. Craig is able to hit her and break free. You're really starting to piss me off, she says to him as he runs away. Bill finally falls from the catwalk, and he's like fine, but certainly shaken up, and he sees the crown on the ground, and he's like reaching for it. Mary Lou chases Craig into a backstage area where Craig trips and falls, and using her special little mind powers, she has a rope spiral itself around his leg as she laughs. Well, Craig breaks free again, and he goes to the basement. Mary Lou follows. It's very cat and mouse with these two right now. So Craig locks himself in a room eventually, and on the other side of the door, he starts to hear a voice crying and calling his name. Oh, Craig, help me. It's Vicky. Of course, he opens the door. And
no, he doesn't.
He does. He does.
Guys, people were not watching enough scary movies back in the day. Like, they just didn't get it yet, and it can be very frustrating for us. But
wildly frustrating.
Deep breaths.
So he opens the door, and it is Vicky, ? She is standing there in her blue sparkly dress, and she throws herself into Craig's arms. I was so scared. I couldn't find you anywhere. What happened to me? It hurts. Craig just hugs her back. And as we pan down to Vicky's hand on Craig's back, we see that she is wearing the ML ring. Of course. So across the room, the chest magically appears. Like, literally, it's not there, and then it just appears. Okay. I don't know. And then we cut back to the two of them, and Vicky is now Mary Lou. Sucker, she whispers into Craig's ear. The chest bursts open and sucks Craig in. See you later, alligator, Mary Lou says.
I really can't.
Time today.
Oh my goodness.
It's insane that they win with that.
I know.
So Craig's like fighting against the force, but like half his body's been sucked in at this point. And from the other side of the room, we hear a man's voice. Mary Lou, he says. It's Billy, standing there holding the crown. Mary Lou looks at it longingly as Billy walks over to her and places the crown on her head before kissing her.
Okay. That's a choice.
That's a choice. We get this absolutely wild, like close to the ground, speedy POV shot as it like travels through the basement, through the prom, outside, into Mary Lou's grave. The grave explodes.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
We flash back to 1957 prom, where Billy and Mary Lou are slow dancing. But Mary Lou is wearing the crown, the cape, and the sash. So it's not like a memory. It's like she's like reclaiming it or something. And we hold on to that for a bit before going back to the chest slamming shut. The gold crucifix necklace that Craig had gotten for Vicky dangles on the front of the chest, and we hear her voice call out for Craig. Craig stands in front of the chest and pries it open. Out comes Vicky, soaking wet, wearing the same outfit she had worn to detention that day. Craig looks at her and says, "Do you take sugar in your coffee?" "No, that stuff will kill you," she responds. Craig smiles and welcomes Vicky into an embrace.
Oh, okay.
Love that. Outside, there are tons of emergency vehicles, police, ambulances. I don't know what we've got here. Something strange, one of the cops says. Bill walks up to Vicky and Craig and asks if they're okay. "Dad?" Craig says with a smile. They get into the back of Bill's car, and Bill gets into the driver's seat. He turns on the radio, and Mary Lou begins to play. Craig and Vicky stop and look forward. Billy's hand reaches for the passenger side headrest, and we can see that he is now wearing the ML ring. "Hey, kids," he says.
Oh my God.
As he turns around.
No.
They're playing our song. His eyes turn a bright blue, much like Mary Lou's, and the car locks itself up completely. "Let's cruise," Billy says, driving away while Vicky screams in the back seat. The car drives away, and we can see the license plate of the car reading Mary Lou II.
Oh.
The camera pans up into the night sky as the music kicks in.
Oh,
and
we're
we
panning
fade
away
to the credits.
Oh, we're in the credits. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So that's Hello, Mary Lou, Prom Night 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Wow. Okay, so this is it? There's nothing after this?
That's it.
Okay.
There is a third one.
Oh, there's a third one. Like, that's related to this one.
Yes, that is related to Mary Lou.
Oh, I need to know.
I know. I haven't watched it yet, but
yeah,
I fear I need to.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Do you think that Billy is dead?
I don't quite understand what happens.
Right. It's just another, like a possession switch.
Yeah.
So he's not guaranteed to die.
It's almost like Bill, like, it almost seems like Bill, like, gave himself up for her in a way. Because, like, he kissed her at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had that prom flashback. I don't know.
I'm so curious about what the third one would be. Because, yeah, I could see that. Like, him knowing somehow what he was doing there. I will say kind of crazy that the monster of the movie, right, obviously is Mary Lou. She's like coming back and killing a bunch of people. Yeah. And it's kind of crazy that she like her motivation doesn't seem to be revenge on Billy for her death.
Right. That's so true.
Her just being a monstrous killing demon seems to be very much just wrapped up in her being a girl who likes to kiss boys and making a victim out of a girl who doesn't and is like kind of like more pure, quote pure. So I see I'm squinting at the writers a little bit here, but that's what you do with an 80s movie.
Right. I also don't know. I'm trying to think about like all the victims because she does get back at Cooper and Billy kind of, but she kills everybody running for prom queen as well.
Yes.
She kills Josh, who was trying to mess with her. Like, because I do think a big part of it is Mary Lou, like she wants her crown.
Yes.
So she's just come back to kill anyone who's going to get in the way of that, I suppose.
Okay, so my survivability score for this final act, well...
yeah.
I will be giving myself a 6%.
I was gonna say 4. So
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. So my weighted average comes out to 41%.
Yeah, mine's 46. I don't think I have that high a chance.
Absolutely not. I think I'm gonna go. What did it say? 41. I'll go 21%.
21?
Yeah, because I'm just holding on to hope there that if I'm Craig or Vicky, that I'm alive. You know?
Yeah. I went 14. So very similar. All right, so that brings our total average to an 18.
Okay.
An 18%. I think that 18% leaves, the open ending, leaves room for that. And the fact that I think we're not bullies.
Yeah. I'm not running for prom queen, I will say.
Not running for that.
I'm not even at prom, so,
Not even there. But yeah, that's the craziness that is Prom Night 2.
No, I understand. Like, I can picture you watching this for the first time and being like, yeah, I am obligated to do this as an episode. Yes, yeah. It's wild.
Right. No, because at first I had watched the first one and I text Cassie. I'm like, have you seen this? She's like, no. I'm like, okay, that might be my next episode. And then Carly and I watched the second movie. And I was like, never mind. We're doing this one.
While this one worked better as a fun episode, do you have one that you like more out of the two? Like, do you like this one more because it's so goofy?
I love this movie. I genuinely love this movie because it is just one of the most wild things I've ever seen.
Yeah. No, the horse. That's seared into my brain.
Yeah, the horse is actually the most insane thing I've ever seen. Yeah. I just could not process what was happening.
That's the only thing that you post on the Instagram. Not even the poster. It's just the horse.
That horse will be in the Instagram post.
Yeah.
So you don't you worry.
So you're welcome.
You're welcome, everybody. You get to see it too. All right. So that's Prom Night 2. Thank you so much to everyone for sticking with us through this one today. Be sure to check us out over on Instagram at I'd Survive Podcast. And over there, you can also find a link to our Discord where you too can submit your scores. So let us know. Would you survive?